People who have absolutely no riz. What's your most embarrassing story? It all started when I was a junior in high school. I had my eyes on this girl, Sarah, who was pretty much the textbook definition of out of my league. She was beautiful, smart, and had a sense of humor that could make anyone laugh. To me, she was the epitome of perfection, and I knew I had to at least try to win her over. The problem was, my riz was practically non-existent. Whenever I tried to flirt, I'd stumble over my words or, even worse, say something utterly cringeworthy. Despite this, I was determined to make a lasting impression on Sarah. One day, I overheard her talking about her plans for the weekend. She mentioned going to a local coffee shop to catch a live music performance by one of her favorite indie bands. It was my chance. If I could somehow impress her there, maybe she'd see that I was worth giving a shot. I spent the entire week preparing. I practiced my smoothest lines in the mirror, watched countless YouTube tutorials on how to be more charming, and even browsed through pages of jokes to have some witty banter ready. I checked out Alpha M and Duke Dennis, hoping their advice would transform me into a smooth-talking Casanova. When the weekend finally arrived, I got to the coffee shop early, hoping to secure a seat near Sarah. As luck would have it, the place was packed, and I was forced to sit a few tables away from her. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. I just have to make my presence known from a distance. As the band started playing, I put my plan into action. I tried to catch Sarah's eye by laughing at the right moments, making subtle gestures, and even attempting to mouth a few of the lyrics when I thought she was looking my way. Feeling emboldened, I decided to make my move during the intermission. Sarah had gone to the counter to get a refill on her drink, and I saw my opportunity. I approached her, my heart pounding, and tried to remember all the tips and tricks I'd learned throughout the week. "Hey, Sarah," I stammered, my voice cracking slightly. Noticed you enjoying the music. Pretty cool band, huh?" She looked at me, a bit puzzled, but then smiled. "Yeah, they're really great. I didn't know you were into this kind of music too." I tried to play it cool, but my brain was working overtime, trying to come up with something witty and charming to say. "Oh, yeah, I've always been a fan of, live performances. You know, the energy and all that jazz." Sarah chuckled, and I felt a surge of hope. Maybe I wasn't doing so badly after all. I decided to go for broke and pull out a witty remark. "You know, if your smile were a genre, it would definitely be jazz. It's just so smooth and uplifting." To my surprise, Sarah burst out laughing. It was working. I decided to go in for the kill with one last charming line. But that's when my terrible riz decided to rear its ugly head. "You know, Sarah," I said, looking her straight in the eye, "your outfit looks amazing. Can I get a 360? As soon as the words left my mouth, I realized how creepy they sounded. Sarah's laughter died down, and she looked at me with a mix of confusion and discomfort. What?" she replied, clearly unsure of how to react. Panicking, I blurted out, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just really like the fit. I wasn't trying to see your butt or anything." Sarah's expression shifted from confusion to something between annoyance and disbelief. I could practically feel the atmosphere around us turning icy. "Wow, okay," she said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "Thanks for clarifying. I should probably get back to my friends, though. Enjoy the rest of the show." And with that, she walked away, leaving me standing there.